Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's. It's New Year's Day now. Anyway, I want to share with you guys how I make my pepperoni and sausage pizza. We're going to be making the crust. We're going to make a no-cook pizza sauce, and it's going to come together really easy, and I cannot wait to share it with you. I'm going to use my stand mixer to make my pizza dough. And I'm using the Bob's Red Mill 00 flour. I think it makes for a fantastic pizza crust, so that's what I prefer to use. You're going to need your dough hook attachment for your mixer, and you're going to add 2 cups of the flour to your bowl. Go ahead and add a pinch of the 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder and half a teaspoon of oregano for some extra flavor. Okay, so for your yeast, I'm using 3/4 of a cup of water that I heated up in my microwave until it was 110 degrees Fahrenheit. And you're gonna add a pinch of sugar. I'm just adding maybe a teaspoon. And for this recipe, you just need 1 teaspoon of active dry yeast. Okay, go ahead and give it a mix. So you're just gonna set this aside until it foams up. So it'll probably take about 5 minutes or so. Okay, so I like to mix in all the flour and the spices with the salt. And my yeast is activated. It has been sitting here for about 5 minutes, and it got really nice and foamy on top. So go ahead and add that in. Okay, and you're gonna let this mix until your mixture becomes into like a ball of dough. It should take maybe just a few minutes. Okay, so my dough has come together. I'm just gonna get it off my dough hook. So this needs to rise for about an hour and a half or so. So you're gonna pop this, you're gonna put some plastic wrap on top of this. And I usually cover mine with like a kitchen towel just to keep it really nice and toasty. And you're gonna pop this into your microwave with the microwave turned off. And until it doubles in size, it'll take about an hour and a half or so, depending on, how warm it is. And I will show you guys what it looks like when it is done. Okay, so we're gonna get going on making our sausage layer for our pizza. I have the equivalent of 2 of the lengths of the Italian spicy sausage, but you can feel free to use whatever kind of sausage you like. I like the spicy one. I think it gives a lot of extra flavor. So you're just gonna break this up into some like little pieces. I'm going to let this cook until it is fully cooked, and I'm going to continue to try to break it up as it cooks. It gets a little bit easier. So go ahead and let this cook. And our sausage is coming along really well. So for your pizza sauce, you need a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, 1 teaspoon of basil leaves, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of sugar to help balance the acidity from the tomatoes, a drizzle of olive oil, about 2 teaspoons, and a good pinch of salt. Go ahead and give that a mix. Go ahead and set this aside. All right, so now we're getting ready to get going on making our pizza. So I'm going to take out my dough. It took about an hour to hour and a half to rise. So go ahead and punch it down, get all the air out. So first you want to take like 2 fingers and you're going to form your border. Then you just take like your fist kind of like this, and you go underneath it and just stretch it. And if it tears, just piece it up, put it back together. It'll be perfectly fine. And I just kind of form the border again because it kind of comes out of its shape. So just kind of reinforce it a little bit. Okay, so you want to take your sauce and you're gonna just layer it on the bottom here. You don't want too much sauce because you don't want your dough to get really soggy. So go ahead and take your sausage and you're going to spread this all over your pizza. All right, and take your pepperoni and just layer that all around. I'm just going to take some mozzarella and just spread this all across the pizza. I'm going to pop this into the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 to 18 minutes, or until it's nice and bubbly and golden around the edges, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it is done. Okay, so whenever you go to cut a pizza, you don't just want to just go straight through it, because you're going to drag all your toppings with it. So what you want to do is you want to come here and you want to rock it back and forth to help make sure you don't drag everything with you. So go ahead and cut like that. Looks awesome. Okay, so our pizza is done and I'm very excited to try it. It smells so good. So I'm just gonna dig right in. Look at that. It's perfect. Nothing falls off. Cheesy, spicy. Look at that. I mean, it almost reminds me of like focaccia bread, the crust. I mean, that balance is insane. I hope you make this recipe and I hope you enjoy it. It is so delicious. You have to make it. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.